Hey guys, it's Alexandra Giroz with Filterless Fitness, and I'm coming at you guys with another Pilates workout. This one is going to be a full body workout, so let's go ahead and get started. You don't need any props today. We're just going to start by laying down on our mat and kind of limbering up a little bit. Laying down, hugging one knee into the chest, finding compression into the belly, into the chest, and breathing into that compression, and then exhaling any tension out of our body. Taking nice slow breaths here. Then we're going to take our knee and start to draw little circles. We're going to start to feel this work through any tension that we might have in our hip socket. And we'll switch directions with those circles. Then let's go ahead and switch the legs. Pulling opposite knee into chest. Again, finding that compression first and breathing into it. Exhaling any of that tension out of the body. Nice slow breaths. Then we'll start to circle through that knee nice and slow. Again, our goal is to work out tension in the body. Switching directions with those small circles. And then we'll go ahead, hug both knees into the chest, maybe even curl up. Give yourself a nice tight hug, rocking side to side, massaging either side of your spine. And then we're going to come center on that spine, bring our feet down, head down as we windshield wiper those knees back and forth. I often start my classes, if you've ever been to one of my classes, you know we start with this warm-up almost every single time. It's just kind of a tried and true way. If we warm up the same way every time, we really have a good gauge on how our body's feeling that day. Then we're going to go ahead and take those feet wider than your mat and continue those windshield wipers. That first set should have felt more in the spine. With the feet wider, we should feel this a little bit more in the hips again. Then we'll go ahead, bring those legs up to a tabletop position. Hands can either be at your side or maybe on those lower belly muscles to really help get that mind-muscle connection. We're going to tap one heel down on our mat. With an exhale, we're going to pull that thigh back up. Inhale, lower, holding that 90 degree in the knee. Exhale, pulling it back up. Trying not to rush through this. Again, we want to set our intention and start our workouts fairly similarly every single time. Inhaling as we lower, exhaling as we bring it up. You might notice on some days you feel these in your hip flexors a lot more than others, and that's totally fine. Just kind of depends on what we've been doing throughout our day, throughout our week. Hands again on those lower belly muscles can help us get out of those hip flexors and a little bit more into those lower belly muscles that we're trying to turn on. In 5, we're going to hold our tabletop position. In 3, in 2, and 1, holding that tabletop, fingertips reach towards the front of your mat. With an inhale, you're going to curl head, neck, and shoulders up, keeping chin slightly tucked, gaze between those thighs, and then exhale, articulate back down. Inhale, curling up, reaching those fingertips a little further, keeping arms parallel with the floor. Exhale, articulate back down. Couple more of these, starting to warm up that upper core, keeping those thighs nice and still. On our next one, we're going to curl it up, we're going to hold. Inhale, curl it up, and hold. We're going to pump those arms nice and fast as we slowly inhale and slowly exhale. We're going to inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and knees into the chest. In just a second, we curl back up, extend legs to a long diagonal. So it's going to be an inhale, fingertips and toe tips reach forward. Exhale, bring it back, knees pull into the chest, head rests. Inhale, curl up and reach. Exhale, bring it back. We're going to be here for a second. When you curl up, I want us to make sure we're just lifting through head, neck, and shoulders. We are not trying to lift up physically as high as we can through that spine. We're actually wanting to connect kind of the lower belly, lower spine down with our mat, holding that neutral spine, neutral pelvis as we curl up through the upper back and upper body, loading through those upper abs and then deepening through those lower abs. In 5, we're gonna curl up, we're gonna stay up, we're gonna work our 100 with those long legs. In 3, in 2, and 1. Bring it up, start to pump those arms as we inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale and exhale. We're working on building heat through the body, pumping blood through the body, warming ourselves up. Maybe moving those arms a little bit faster, breathing a little bit slower. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees come into the chest. We're gonna bring our legs back up to that tabletop. We're gonna curl head, neck, and shoulders back up. If you need to, hands can come behind the head, or they can be underneath your pelvis for a little bit more stability. I'm gonna keep my hands underneath my pelvis. Legs are at that tabletop. Let's go ahead and extend them long. We're gonna do heels together, toes apart. You're going to flex and lower your legs to about 45 degrees, point and lift. If you need a little bit more of a bend in those knees, that's totally okay. Flex and lower, and point, lift, drawing up with that lower belly. When we lift those legs up, I would encourage you to stop those legs just shy of being vertical, so we hold that tension in the lower belly. And if we can keep head, neck, and shoulders up here, that's what I want you to do. Inhale as you lower, exhale as you bring it up. In just a second, we're gonna start to work one leg at a time. Let's have one more here as we inhale, lower, point, exhale, lift. We're going to now take our right leg and flex and lower that right leg, maybe a little lower than that 45 point. When you lift, see if you can get the heels to brush together, finding that alignment through the body. Switch sides, flex and lower the left, point and lift. Keeping those heels hugging the midline of your body as you alternate back and forth. Maybe keeping head, neck, and shoulders up. If our neck feels okay, I want you to fight with your upper core to keep that lift through the upper body. If your neck is really screaming at you, we might be holding our head out too far, or sometimes the neck just gets tired, it is what it is, and you might just want to rest down for a second. We're not here much longer. Give me 10 more seconds. Trying not to rush through, focusing on our quality of movement over the quantity here. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep those legs up. We're gonna rest head, neck, and shoulders down. We're gonna work our corkscrew. So we flex those toes, maybe readjust those hands if we need to. And then we are going to find a little bit of a squeeze with that lower belly. Then we take our feet, keep the heels connected as we go down to the right, circle down, come center, small circles. We go to the left, up, and then come back center. We're now gonna go to the left. You circle the legs very subtly to the left. They come down to center, over to the right, up, and back to that original position. Switching directions again. We're drawing little circles. We wanna make sure our circles aren't so big that our hips are rocking side to side. This is all coming from the core, keeping your pelvis nice and stable. Taking your time. We're gonna start to add on. Next time you come to center, this time you're gonna find a little bit of a lift with your hips. So what happens is we're going to inhale as we curl tailbone up, bring it back down, and then find that circle again. Every single time you come center with those heels, we're going to find a lift through the lower belly, through those hips, and then go to the other side. Maybe we find a point where we're able to get higher and higher every single time, but take your time with it. Our goal is just to work that lower core. Maybe you get higher, maybe you don't, no worries. If you're able to get all the way up with this lift and control it all the way down, you have the option to extend those legs past your head, reaching towards the back of your mat in this shape. Then from here, you're going to pull those thighs towards the face as we articulate the spine down onto our mat, one vertebrae at a time, keeping those thighs really close to the face, really close to the lower belly, and going as slow as we can. If you're not here yet, again, no worries. Just work on building that strength so one day we get there. But maybe we inhale, bring it up and over, and then exhale, tuck that tailbone. I'm sure my mic is getting all crinkly with me putting my chest right in my face, but hopefully it's not too crazy. We're gonna be here for about another 15 seconds. So find a flow that works for you. Taking your time, not rushing through. Even if you hop those hips up an inch, I want you to make sure that that inch coming back down is super slow and controlled. Try and make it the longest movement in such a short amount of time. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to articulate back down. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to go ahead and work the hips a little bit. We've warmed up the core. We're going to lay down on our left side for our side lying series. So you have 2 options here. Option 1 is you can just rest on your bicep on that left arm. Right arm is going to press in to the mat in front of you. Or you can prop up on your wrist. If your wrist gets funky, you can just rest down on that bicep. So we're going to have hand underneath our wrist. Wrist propping up our head. Legs are nice and long here. We want to find a nice straight line. I always like to go to the edge of my mat, and then I can tactfully feel that nice line that I'm trying to create with my body. From here, I want to find a lift with that left bottom side of my waist as I lift both legs up. Bringing those legs forward, finding my balance, keeping my hips stacked. I'm going to drop my bottom leg. If stability is an extra challenge here, I want you to bend that bottom knee. If you want that extra challenge, keep that bottom leg extended. We're now in this position. Lift a little bit more through that bottom left side. Lengthen your top right hip away from your right rib cage. From here, we're going to flex our foot. We're going to sweep the leg forward, give it a little kick, and then point, bring it back. Again, it's going to be flex, bring it forward, kick, point, sweep it back. If we're looking for maximum stability here, especially with the upper body, hand stays down. If you're wanting to challenge your stability, hands can come behind the head. And then personally, I like to put my hand on my hip because that keeps me from sinking down and shrugging my hip up into my body. So again, hips stay nice and stacked. We have this lift from the bottom left side as I'm moving through my right glute. Hips stay stacked. I'm not letting that top right hip fall forward or fall back as my leg moves. Everything is still like a statue holding strong, allowing me to properly load through that right glute. If you have ankle weights at home, you can always add on ankle weights. But if you've never done this before, I highly recommend trying it without the ankle weights. And often, if you're doing it right, it still kind of sucks without them. In about 10 seconds, we're going to hover that leg over our front foot or over that front edge of our mat. In 5, 4, make sure that leg stays up nice and high, a little higher than parallel. In 3, in 2, and 1, leg comes over that front edge. From here, we want to make sure this right hip stays nice and lengthened away. We're going to flex and lift the leg up, point, and lower that leg down. Flex and lift, point, and lower. Again, the key here is to not hike up into that right side. It can be very easy to do, so keep that right hip far away from that right rib cage as we flex and lift, creating length through here, point, and lower. Finding a breath that works for you. Typically like to inhale as I lift and then exhale as I lower, but you can always switch it up if you'd like. In 5, we're going to hover that leg. In 3, in 2, and 1, find a hover with that leg. We're going to find our baby circles. We're circling forward for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Check in with those hips. Make sure everything's nice and aligned. Abs drawing into the spine. We're going to switch directions for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold just a little bit more. We're going to externally rotate, which means we turn the knee up, again, without those hips falling back. And then we're going to internally rotate. Turn the knee up, turn the knee down. We're moving through the thigh, moving within that hip socket, not moving from those hips. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that leg just a little bit longer. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest it down. We are going to prop ourselves up onto our forearm. We're going to work our side planks really quick before we switch to the other side. If you would prefer to do your side planks on the knees, no worries. I'm going to show them on the toes. I'm going to have my bottom leg out in front of me. So that left leg out in front of me, right leg slightly behind me, hand on the hip, and then I'm going to lift up into this position. If you prefer to have feet stacked, you can totally keep those feet stacked. We want to make sure that that elbow is directly underneath our shoulder. Can we take that bottom left side of our waist, lift it up a 1/4 inch higher, cinching that waist together, finding length through our spine, and holding this side plank here. Just breathing through. We're here for another 15 seconds. And then we're going to go ahead and switch sides in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring it down. Okay, we're going to go ahead and switch to that right side. So laying down on that back edge of your mat. And again, lying on your bicep or maybe propped up on that wrist, finding that nice long line, lifting through that bottom right side of our waist now as that top left arm or hand presses into your mat. Also, if you happen to have a block, I like to put a block under my hand because I have short arms. So we're here, squeeze those inner thighs together, lift those legs, and then we're going to hover those legs over the front edge of your mat. Drop the bottom leg, keep the top leg lifted. I can tell this side's going to be my funky side. Hips are stacked. We keep that hip far away from that rib, and then we're going to flex forward, kick, kick, point, sweep it back. Flex forward, kick, kick, point, sweep it back. Abs are drawing in the front. And I'm catching myself getting all wonky on this side. A lot of attention to detail with this. So if this is your first time doing it, just do your best. It does not have to be perfect by any means. There are definitely times where I lose that attention to detail as well, and it'll come with time. So we want to keep a slight lift through that bottom right side. Hips stay stacked. That's going to be the most important part. The more we can engage through the core, the easier it's going to be to hold that stack. But again, there's like a million different little things. It's like lift, pull, hold, lengthen, all at once, and it gets confusing. So no worries. In 10, we're going to hover that foot over the front edge of our mat so we can flex and lift. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hover that leg. We're going to flex and lift without shrugging up into that hip bone. Point and lower. Flex and lift. Point and lower. Flex, lift nice and slow. We're not going for reps here. We're going for the quality of movement. So keeping that nice long spine, lift through the waist. Beautiful. In 10, we're going to find those circles. In 5, we're going to hover that leg. Make sure it stays slightly above parallel. In 3, in 2, and 1. Hover. We're going to circle little teeny tiny circles for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Check in with those hips. Switch directions. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Last move. We're going to internally actually rotate. Turn that knee up without letting the pelvis drop back. Then point that knee down. Again, your leg stays slightly above parallel as we slowly move through that hip socket. Fighting for this last little bit. We're twisting here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Last 10 seconds. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and bring it down.
Okay, guys, I forgot to do the side planks on the other side, so I just took the clip of the first side plank, put it here, so we can have an even body and do them on the other side. So let's go ahead and get up into that side plank
position. If you prefer to have feet stacked, you can totally keep those feet stacked. We want to make sure that that elbow is directly underneath our shoulder. Can we take that bottom left side of our waist, lift it up a 1/4 inch higher, cinching that waist together, finding length through our spine, and holding this side plank here. Just breathing through. We're here for another 15 seconds. And then we're gonna go ahead and switch sides in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring it down. We're gonna find a quick stretch in just a little bit. We just have a little bit more to finish our workout today. We gotta work that upper body a little bit more. So we're gonna work on our push-ups. I'm gonna have us find a child's pose. It's gonna take us into a nice quick stretch for the spine, for those glutes. We're here for another 5, and then we are going to exhale, charge forward into a kneeling plank in 3, in 2, and 1. We're gonna charge the spine forward, stay on those knees, shoulders should line right up with those wrists. We exhale to come forward. It's gonna be inhale, lower into a push-up, exhale to press, inhale, reach those hips back. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. Inhale, bring it back. Try and take these nice and slow. We're not going to rush through them just yet. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you press. Bring it back. With a push-up, most common mistake I'm going to see is we kind of dive between the hands with our face. We want to make sure we find that full lengthened kneeling plank position. When you lower down, your face should be pretty far away from those fingertips. Chest should be right in between your hands. If we want to continue to progress this, we are going to come up onto the toes. So as you come back, you're going to charge forward, tuck those toes, find your full plank. Inhale as you lower, exhale as you press. Maybe we child's pose, maybe we go into a loaded bear position. Charge it back forward with that exhale. Inhale. Exhale, inhale, bring it back. Keep working through these push-ups, breathing through, finding a pace that works for you. We don't want to go too fast. We don't want to use momentum. Keeping those shins fairly parallel with the floor when we go into that loaded beast. And again, you can keep those knees down and continue on your knees. Totally fine. In 10, we are going to hold the bottom of that push-up. Keep going. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it to the bottom of that push-up. We're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and press up out. Oh, those push-ups sting. My arms are tired today. Go into that child's pose and give me 3 deep inhales and exhales. Nice and slow breath. We're going to finish class with just a little bit more core. So let's go ahead, flip onto our back, lay down. We're going to work our dead bugs to finish up class. For a long time, I used to find these very easy, and then I learned I wasn't really doing them right. So let's give them a try today. Arms are going to be up. Legs come to that tabletop. We're going to start with our right hand, left leg. We want to make sure we maintain a neutral spine. Rib cage is softened into the body. Lower belly muscles connect to that rib cage. There's a little bit of softness behind our low back. We're not death pushing our low back into the mat. It's going to be right hand, left leg. Inhale. Lengthen the body out. And then exhale, bring it back. We're going to switch to left hand, right leg. Inhale, lengthen it out. Nice and long while keeping that core super tight. Exhale, bring it center. Switching, inhale. Imagine somebody is pulling at your right arm, left leg to try and pull you apart, and your core is really tightening to hold everything together. Exhale, come center. Inhale, bring it out. Holding it, stretching out the limbs as we tighten up that core. Exhale, keep going. Find a nice slow controlled pace, maintaining that neutral spine, neutral pelvis. Really, really finding that stretch as we find that compression through the front of our core. In 10, we're going to hold the right arm and the left leg out long. We're going to find that in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right arm, left leg, extend long. Every inhale, you grow a little bit longer through the body. Every exhale, you tighten those abs in a little bit tighter. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring it up. Let's switch to the other side. Left arm, right leg. Inhale, bring it out. Hold. As you exhale, tighten that core even tighter. Slowly breathing. Every inhale, we stretch out a little bit deeper. Every exhale, we engage through that core a little bit more, really pulling those abs into the spine. We're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, bring it all together. Last move, we're going to hold both arms and legs out. I'm going to encourage you to lift head, neck, and shoulders for this last push. So maybe we curl head, neck, and shoulders up. Keep shoulder blades off your mat. Inhale, lengthen out, and hold this hollow body position. Legs can be a little higher. They can bend if needed. Arms are close by the ears. Lift those shoulders a little higher. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and pull those knees into the chest, rest it down. Quick stretch for those glutes as we crisscross that right ankle over left thigh and then pull behind that left thigh. Make sure we don't grab the left shin. We're going to be hugging that into the body. Maybe you're tight enough where we don't even bring those legs up. That's totally okay. Just breathe into that stretch. Nice slow inhales, breathing into that right glute. And then our exhales send the tension out of the body. In 8, we're going to switch sides. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully switch sides, crisscrossing that left ankle over that right thigh. Maybe grabbing the back of that right thigh and breathing into that stretch. Let the shoulders relax. Maybe even let those shoulders pull back and down a little bit. Spine lengthens. Tailbone is heavy. Don't curl your tailbone up off your mat. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Okay, and that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for following along with me with this full body workout. I definitely am excited to continue to post more and more. If you have feedback about things that you like or things that you're hoping to see more of, definitely leave a comment and let me know. But thank you guys so much for participating in this video. Have a great day.